One thing to conceive of when that question's asked is to understand that, old age is not a category you're born into. You weren't born old unless you were Benjamin Button. We get there. Not everyone gets old. I mean, this isn't a static population. You're going to get there, I hope. I think we're all going to get there, we hope. And I'll get to the point of the economics that makes sense, because a lot of the problems you face in old age, and what we will all face at some degree or another, is the aggregation of life risks that we face now or in the past that accumulate when you get towards the end of your life. Now, if you've had bad policies in the past, that affects how much chances you have for providing for yourself in the future, right? Now, dealing with old age now is not going to solve old age forever. It has to work over the life course. So active aging is very important. And the linkages between sort of the economic multipliers are very important to realize. Now, what we've seen, for instance, in Georgia, and here's the economic sense argument, at least for social protection floors for older persons, that houses with social pensions had a much better effect of reducing poverty among houses with children than the children's programs did. And there's a report by Development Pathways, Stephen Kidd, Dr. Kidd, that should have presented earlier, that shows this quite clearly, and we see it time and time again. There was a recent journal article that came out from China that shows that their rural pension scheme has decreased cases of emotional distress among that population. And that's very important when you consider families care for older persons. And if they don't have to do that, they can go to work and they can take care of other matters. So really, from our point of view, it's the practical solution. It's a very pragmatic approach, and it's based in rights. We protect each other, and that's how we survive, and that's how species have survived, is by sticking together. By improving the lives of the elderly, you're not just improving the lives of elderly. You're improving the lives of your parents, of your grandparents, of the family in general, the family unit. The community is protected. And if I just one more point, and I think this comes from Dr. Coley from European University Institute, that shows that the economic benefits of old age income security translates down. You don't start becoming a so-called dependent until you reach around 85. But most of it is that the older persons in a family are helping out the bottom by transferring wealth, by transferring knowledge,